As you can see here on the throttle body, the plastic parts has been removed, and the edge over here, the sharp edge on one throttle body, it's on the top side. On the other throttle body, it's on the back side here, underneath here, has been dressed down. At this point, you're going to press on the aluminum can part, making sure you get the right cam part on the right side. Otherwise, this will be a terrible experience. So you'll take the cam part. It will require a little bit of effort. It'll require a little bit of effort. We take the cam part here on. There's a slight interference fit on it, and it's going to push into place. Now, it pushes into place, and it can be slightly out of alignment. So if you look inside the hole, as you can see, there's two mirrors there, or two windows. You can see it's out of alignment right there. So if I shift this correctly, it'll be properly aligned. And then to make sure you have the right alignment, you take this 5/32 punch and stick it down there so it's hitting on the shoulder of something. If we get this just right, the punch will fall into place through the bottom. Right there it goes. And that means you are aligned properly, and if you look down in the borehole, you'll see it's lined. The thing you want to make sure you don't have is something shifted like that, where you can see a little bit of leading edge on that side, or shifted the other way there, where you can see the throttle plate assembly. So you want it lined up just right. Double check it with the 5/32 pin punch. There we go. And at this point, that's the spot where you want to have it. Marking it on the back side is not a terrible idea. You can put a scrawl mark to make sure it's lined up correctly. And this is where you would hammer in this pin. The 5/32 pin lines up there. And then you would apply the supplied Loctite and tap it into place. Okay, we're going to use the supplied Loctite. Place it on top of the pin. Around the edges. Then we're going to use a ball peen hammer, tap the pin into place. In it goes. And it should be roughly flush. If it sits a little bit lower, that's fine. Wipe off the excess. And there we have it. The installed pin in the hole. See the photo at the end of this. There we go, much more cleaner image of the pin installed. Now we're going to take it to the drill press and drill the 2/16 of an inch holes. That would be the ones located to the left and right of the 5/32 pin. Alright, here we are. We're all lined up and ready to drill. On goes the drill press. The drill press is used because the hole needs to be straight. You can't drill crooked holes for this assembly. So turn on the drill press and away we go. Nice and slow. There we go. We engage the part. Nice and slow, and be careful when you go through the steel. You don't drill into the throttle body. There it goes. Alright, this is the trickiest part of the install. We drilled the hole through, and now we're putting this 1/16 of an inch roll pin in there. So we're just going to tap it into place first. I highly recommend you have an extra set of hands, and normally this is in a vise, but as you can see, we're holding it. So in a vise it's much easier. So we're going to line up this roll pin and tap it just ever so slightly just to get it started. And that should be good and started. Now we're going to apply some of the included Loctite, which is of importance, extra added security. A little drop on there, that's good. Now we have a roll pin punch. This is different than a regular pin punch. It's kind of hard to see the tip of it, but see the little alignment nipple? That aligns on top of it so it won't shift on your roll pin. And then start tapping it into place. There it is. Down it goes. And that would be the first pin installed. It's a good idea to install the first pin before you drill the second one. This will add some added security of not letting this part shift anymore. I don't expect it to shift, but it adds extra security for you. So now we're going to go drill this hole out right here, right in the center, and we'll be right back. Alright, we have the second pin going for installation. Line it up under the hole. There we go. I think that's it. Then we apply the supplied Loctite for added security. And the roll pin punch. And there it is. A finished installation of the throttle cam. Now this side is done. You repeat the process on the other side, and then the throttle bodies are set to go back in the motorcycle and carry on with the rest of the installation and throttle sync procedures. Here we are. This is the other side that's installed now, and you can see how the throttle cam is working. You pull all the way to stop. It stops on a plastic part right up there behind the spring, and when you let go of it, it snaps back to its stop up there. The blue painted screws that you are not to adjust. And that's the installation of the throttle cam. Put these throttle bodies back in the motorcycle, sync them, and away you go.